Hello guys, hello guys, hello guys. Hello guys, how are you? How are you guys? How are you? How are you? How are you guys? How are you? How are you? How are you guys doing? Are you doing well? Just fixing the camera, then we'll start. Someone says tired. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to be tired. It's okay. So guys, as promised, just gonna do some revision. This is what we have. This is the provincial examination for June 2022, grade 10. So it's mathematics paper 2. Yeah, it was written in June 2022, so it was only for an hour. Okay, so on top of that, so it was only for 50 marks, 6 pages. Okay, so I think we can start. I don't know, is it fine if we start now, or should we wait for more people to join? Yeah, maybe let's start at 6 so that more people can join. So in the meantime, we can just tap on the screen so that we can reach more people. Guys. Remember, we need to make sure that everyone gets helped. I believe today today's lesson will really help you a lot, especially those who were busy asking me about paper 2. So we have to just go through this. Let me just do this. So guys, we are starting at 6:10. Yeah, 6:10 we are starting with this paper. We are starting 6:10. So this is what we will touch. Basically, we'll go through this question 1, and touch question 2, and so on. Okay, so we're only left with 2 minutes. Just do me a favor, tap on your screen. So these are the questions that we are going to cover today. So this question paper, guys, is also important, not for only grade 10s. If you are doing grade 11 and 12, this will be a good revision for you, I promise. So we're only left with, like, I'm sure, a minute. Yeah, just continue to tap on the screen in the meantime, guys, and then we can proceed. And we can proceed from here. Just left with a minute to start. So I think we can start, guys. Okay, I think we can start with the first question. So the first question, this is what we have, guys. This is what we have. This is the first question. So guys, I know that I did not post the video that we went live on previous time, This is because of I'm currently facing issues with my Wi-Fi. But then just give me some time. I'll upload it. Okay, so let's start, guys. Let's start. Pay attention, take notes. So the first question, guys, this is the first question. Question 1. So they're saying that study the diagram below and answer the questions that follow without the use of a calculator. Guys, the question, this is a disclaimer, without the use of a calculator. So throw your calculators away when you are dealing with these questions, because it's going to be useless, and if you use it, you will get 0. Okay, so follow the instructions. The questions say start without the use of a calculator. Okay, so we study this diagram and then we answer these questions, and when we answer this question, we don't use a calculator. Okay, follow the instructions, guys. If you dare use a calculator, yeah, you get a 0. Okay, and then let's go. So we have this diagram, guys. It is a Cartesian plane. So this is our y-axis, and this will be our x-axis. Okay, it's our y-axis, and this is our x-axis. And then we know that this is our first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant. Okay, and then the angle of our right angle triangle, it will be this side, this way. Okay, so this will be our right angle triangle. And then our theta, we know that it starts from here, so it will be here. So this is where our theta will be. Okay, so once you've done this, guys, it will be easier for you to answer this question. So the next thing that we have to do here, you see that we're given that the coordinate of this, it's p, -4:3, right? So we know that -4, it's x, right? And -3 is y. Okay, so what you can do from then, you can just assort this coordinates on this triangle. Okay, so we know that here we have our angle theta, and then this side here, you can see that it is vertical. Just you see that this is vertical, this is x, so it means this will be our x side, so it will be -4 here. We'll have -4 here. Okay, and then this one here, it's on our y-axis, meaning it is, this is this is horizontal and this is vertical. I'm sorry. So this is horizontal and this is vertical. So our y will be this side. So we're going to have -3. Sorry for that. So this is horizontal and this is vertical. Okay, so this is -4 and this is -3. Okay, so once you've done this, guys, it will be easier for you to solve these questions without the use of a calculator. Okay, so let's go to the first question. This is our first question. They say that determine the value of sine theta. So remember, guys, we are not supposed to use a calculator to solve this. So we are required to determine the value of what? Of sine theta. Okay, so looking at this triangle here, we have the opposite side. We also have the adjacent side, but we don't have what? The hypotenuse side. Okay, we don't have what? The hypotenuse side. We don't have this side here. So in order for us to find sine theta, remember that we have saw, car, toa, right? So to find sine, remember sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, right? Sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. We have opposite side, which is what? -4. But we don't have h, which is our hypotenuse side. Okay? So the only thing that inhibits us from calculating the value of sine theta here is what? Is our hypotenuse side. So we need to calculate the hypotenuse side here. That's the first step that we should take in order to answer this question. So let's calculate our hypotenuse side, okay? Or we can call it the radius, okay? So let's calculate our hypotenuse side, guys. So we know that we're gonna have r squared is equals to x squared. We are using theorem of Pythagoras, plus y squared, okay? This is the use of what? Of a theorem of Pythagoras, okay? So we are looking for r squared, right? Which is our hypotenuse side. So we're gonna have r squared equals to x squared. What is our x squared? We know that x here is what is -4. So we're gonna write the bracket -4 squared. When I say plus, and then y, you can see that our y value is -3. So in a place of y, we put -3. So we're gonna have -3 squared, okay? And then from here, guys, this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna have r squared. -4 squared is how much? We're gonna look at the comments. What is -4 squared? -4 squared, guys. Okay, it's 16. Thank you, guys. It's 16 plus, and then -3 squared. But remember that when you put it on the calculator, you must put it inside the brackets. So this is 9. Thank you, guys. It's 9, right? And then our r squared will be equals to 16 plus 9. You know that this will be what? 25, right? It will be 25. So remember that we are looking for this side, which is our hypotenuse side or the radius side. So we're going to put the square root on both sides. Put the square root on both sides. Our r will be equals to how much? 5. This is the value of our hypotenuse side or the radius, okay? So once we found this, it will be easy for us then to calculate sine theta like this. So we know that 1.1, we are required to find what? Sine theta. It's sine theta, right? So we know that sine theta is equals to what? Opposite over hypotenuse, right? Which is the same as what? X over r. All right? So remember that x is this one, the opposite side. Are you still with me, guys? I think I've lost network. Is it? Can you still hear me? Or you can still hear me? Okay, thank you. Because I thought I lost you guys there. So you know that our x value is what? Our x value is what, guys? Is -4, right? It's -4. And then our r value, remember that we got our r value, the radius or the hypotenuse side is what? It's 5. So this is how we calculated our sine theta. Do you still follow me, guys? Are you still with me? Okay, so let's go to 1.2 then. We are going to 1.2 now. So for 1.2, this is the question. So we have 5 cos 90 degrees minus theta plus 3 cot theta. Okay, so we need to solve this. So to solve this, guys, we're gonna have 5. Can someone tell me what is cos 90 degrees minus theta equals to? Thank you, Nakedi, for the flower. Cos 90 degrees minus theta equals to what? KG says it's sine theta. Valero says it's cos theta. Glenn says it's cos theta. Bruno says it's cos theta. Andile Mapolo says it's sine. Tseho says it's sine theta. I can see most of you guys are saying it's sine theta. K2 Mahaiji says it is sine theta. User 251 says it is sine squared theta. Is that true? So guys, this is sine, okay? So cos 90 degrees minus theta is equals to sine theta, okay? So this will be 5 sine theta plus 3. So what is cot theta equals to? What is cot theta equals to? Cot theta. So remember what is cot. Cot is it's a reciprocal of what? Okay, let me ask it like that. Cot, it's a reciprocal of what? Tan. Good. Glenn tan. Tan. Good, guys. So cot, guys, it is a reciprocal of tan. So in other words, cot theta, I'm going to write it here. Cot theta is the same as 1 over tan theta. Okay? So these things you must know, guys. You must know these reciprocals. You must make sure that you know them. You must also know that sec theta equals to 1 over cos theta. And you must also know that cosec theta is equals to 1 over sine theta. Okay? So in this case, we're going to have, remember that this is the same as 1 over tan theta, right? It's going to have 1 over tan
Battery
theta.
is low. Please recharge in time.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna have, and then let's continue. So we're gonna have 5. So sine theta, what is the value of our sine theta? We found it here. Remember that we found the value of our sine theta here, guys. The value of our sine theta here is negative 4 over 5. So we're gonna put here negative 4 over 5 plus 3 bracket, and then for this one we gonna have 1 over tan theta is what? Tan theta, it's our opposite over adjacent, right? So tan theta, it's opposite over adjacent. Remember that tan theta, guys. I'm gonna write it here. Tan theta, it's what? It's opposite over adjacent. Okay? Meaning it will be x over what? Y. Okay? So, sorry. So x here, remember that our value of x is what? It's minus 4, right? From here. So we're going to have minus 4 over what? Y. What is y? It's negative 3. Okay? I hope you guys can still see what I'm writing here. I don't want to confuse you. So this one here, we have 5 bracket negative 4 over 5. So we know that when you multiply this one will cancel with this one. We'll have negative 4 plus. So to write this in the right standard. So we have 1 over negative 4 over 3. So we're just going to take this negative 3 on top, right? So it's just going to have something like this. Negative 3 over negative 4. okay, which will then give us negative 4 plus 3 over 4. Okay, are you still with me, guys? Or have I lost you somewhere? You're still with me? So what is the answer? Can someone punch this into the calculator? What is the answer? Can someone punch this into the calculator, please? Okay, I think we forgot something, guys. Sorry, I think we forgot something here because we took this on top and then, oh, sorry, guys, we forgot something here. Yeah, I can see that this doesn't make sense. So there's 3 here, guys. Sorry for that. I wasn't aware. So there was a 3 outside that we didn't solve. So this is basically like this. Sorry for that. So we have negative 4 plus we have 3 here. We have basically 3 over 4. So it will be negative 4 plus 3 times 3 is what? It's 9. It's 9 over 4. Okay, can someone do this one now? Yeah, we didn't see this 3 here. That's where we made mistakes. So we got, someone says the answer is 0. Is it correct? Okay, someone is asking me, why did I swap negative 4 and negative 3? Remember that we have 1 over negative 4 over negative 3. So we remove this 1, we take this negative 3 on top, okay? So this is like this. If you have 1 over 3 over 2, you're just going to swap 2 and take it on top of 3. I'm going to give you 2 over 3, okay? But there's a long process that I can show you how it happens, okay? So, okay, let me just show you how you can do it again. So let's say you have 1 over 3 over 2, right? So this is the same as having 1 divided by 3 over 2. And then we're going to change this division to multiplication. So we're going to have 1 multiplied by, remember that when we change division to multiplication, this will go on top and this to the bottom. So we're going to have 2 over 3, which is basically 2 over 3, okay? Yeah. So guys, you see what's the answer for this? Negative 4 plus 9 over 4. I really came unprepared for this one because I knocked off late. So what's the answer for this, guys? Or someone says the answer is negative 7 over 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go to question 2. Let's go to question 2, guys. So we are going to question 2 right now. This is question 2. So for question 2, they are saying that determine the acute angle beta to 2 decimals, right? So this is 2.1. So we have sine beta minus 17.8 degrees is equals to 0.215. Okay, so remember that we need to determine angle beta, this angle here. So to determine that, so you can see that we have sine beta minus 17.8 degrees, close bracket, equals to 0.25. So to solve this, guys, we know that it's very simple. We just need to take this sine on the right hand side. Okay, so when we take this sine on the right hand side, on the left we'll be left with beta minus 17.8 degrees equals to, so sine is going to be inverse. So we're going to have sine negative 1, our sine inverse is going to be 0.215. Okay, so when you take this on the other side, it's going to be sine negative to the power of negative 1, close bracket, 0.215. Okay, and then from here, you're just gonna say we have beta minus 17.8 degrees equals to, can someone tell me what this equals to? Sine inverse 0.215. What does it give to you? So it's 12.4. Remember guys, don't just write 12 point, just input all the decimals. It's 12.41554 degrees. Okay, so since we are looking for beta, we are just going to transpose this negative 17.8 degrees on the right hand side, because this and that are like terms, right? So this beta will be equals to 12.41554 degrees. So this 17.8 is negative, so when you take it on the right, it's going to be positive 17.8 degrees. Okay, and then beta will be equals to how much? So can someone add this? 12.41554 plus 17.8. Okay, Teddy Bear gave me the answer. So remember that the answer said determine the acute angle beta to 2 decimals. So now we are going to write it to 2 decimals. Thank you for those who are still sending the answers. So what are we getting, guys, from this? It's 30, right? 30.22, thanks. 30.22 degrees. So we managed to find 2.1. So let's go to 2.2. 2.2. Let me just do this so that we can focus. So for 2.2, we have tan 3 beta equals to the square root of 3. Okay, tan 3 beta equals to the square root of 3. So when you have something like this, guys, how do you solve it? Can someone just give us the first step? How do you solve it when you have something like this? So remember that we have tan 3 beta equals to the square root of 3. So how do you start by solving this? Some P-Sholo says remove square root. Divide by 3 both sides. Okay, divide by 10. So guys, don't make any mistake of dividing by nothing. You don't have to divide. Remember that this 10 3b, these numbers are inside 10. Okay, sorry, these numbers are inside 10, so it's tan 3b equals to the square root of 3. So what you will first do here, you're gonna take this tan on the right hand side. Okay, don't make any mistakes. You're gonna take this tan on the right hand side. So on the left, you'll be left with what? With 3 beta equals to tan inverse the square root of 3. Okay, you transpose the tan. Okay, yeah, you transpose tan to the right hand side. Okay, so when you transpose, it's going to be tan inverse the square root of 3. Okay, and then you're gonna have 3 beta equals to, can someone tell me what is this? Tan negative 1 square root of 3 equals to, Blessing got it correct at 60 degrees, and Brazilian and Bingi got them correct, and the rest of you it's 60, guys. So once you are here, it's then easy for you to solve this. Okay, it becomes easy because you are looking for beta, right? So we just have to divide both sides by 3 because we need to eliminate this 3 on the left, and then remember what you do on the left you have to do on the right, so we also have to divide by 3 on the right. Okay, and then this will cancel this, Our beta will be equals to, guys, 60 over 3. How much is it, guys? 60 degrees over 3. How much is it? It's 20. Thank you, guys. It's 20 degrees. It's 20 degrees. Good. Let's go. Let's continue. Let's continue to the next question. Let's continue to the next question, guys. Let me just fix this, because I just want to make sure that we are paying attention to one thing. So this is what we have. 2.3. So for 2.3, we have 3 sine beta over 2 equals to 2.012. So it's 3 sine beta over 2 equals to 2.012. Okay, so I'll encourage you to always put this inside the bracket so that you might not get confused. Okay, so how do you solve this, guys? How do you solve this? Remember that this is sine, is 3 sine beta over 2, close bracket, equals to 2.012. Itokeng says start by dividing by 3. Star says take 3 sine on the other side. Junior Hennessy says transpose sine. Who else? Let me see. Ndazo says divide by 3. Just Cupido says divide by 3. Atli says transpose 3 sine. Mlamu says we divide by 3 on both sides. Okay, that's good, guys. Those who said divide by 3 on both sides, you are correct. So, guys, you have to start first by dividing by 3 on both sides. You cannot, don't you dare transpose 3 sine on the right hand side. Don't you dare, okay? You cannot do that. It's illegal, okay? So we first have to divide by 3. We need to eliminate these 3 first so that we can set sine 3 before we can transpose it on the right hand side, okay? So remember that you set sine 3 by dividing by 3 on both sides, okay? This will cancel this. So now sine is free, you can see. So we're gonna write sine, we have beta over 2 equals to, can someone tell me what is 2.012 divided by 3? Can someone tell me what's the answer for that? What's the answer for 2.012 divided by 3, guys? Shalom says why 3? What's the answer? 2.012 divided by 3, guys? Canva says it's 670.67. Is that true? Rick Bond. Harlow says it's 0.67. Guys, make sure that you write all the decimals. Ne? So, take this advice, guys. Listen to me. When you are dealing with such questions, never round off before you arrive to the last answer, okay? If you dare round off here, your answer will be incorrect, okay? So you have to write all the decimals here, guys. Okay, so we know that this will give us what? 2 over, it's how much? It's 0.67, and the decimals here, we have 670666 and another 6, okay? You have to write all the decimals because this is not the final answer. If you dare, guys, I'm telling you right now, if you dare round this to 2 decimals, your final answer will be incorrect and you'll get 0, okay? Make sure that you write all the decimals. Are we clear? So once we are here, we know that we are just going to do the inverse. Okay, you can see that just Cupido says do inverse of psi. That's good. That's good. So we're gonna take the inverse of this. So we're gonna have, remember that we need beta, right? So we're gonna take this side on the right hand side, the inverse of it on the right hand side. So on the left, we'll be left with beta over 2 equals to sine inverse 0.670666. Okay, can someone be kind enough to give us this? How much is this? Let me check. After the inverse sign, you multiply by 2. Okay. Star says it's 42.0670648. Is that true, guys? Is it 42? 42. $42.12. No, guys. Come on. Are you sure? Check your calculators, guys. I can see most of you are saying 42. Someone says 42.12. Are you sure that's the answer? Most of you are saying 42. Can someone confirm? Oh, I can see most of you are getting 42. Wow. I think I'm gonna have to check on my side because I need to make sure that you guys are giving me correct answers. So let me just confirm on my side. So we have sine inverse, and then we have 0.670666. Yeah, you guys are correct. I had to confirm it. It's 42.11853418. That's correct, guys. You got it. You got it, guys. And then what will be the answer for this? So remember that we need to find beta here, guys. Don't forget, we need to calculate beta. So we have beta over 2 equals to this, 42. So all you can do, remember that we can divide this by 1. All you can do from here, you can do cross multiplication. So beta times 1, we know that it will give us beta. And then 2 times 42, it will give us how much? Make sure that you round the answer to 2 decimals, guys. 2 times 42.11 something. It's how much, guys? I can see that Bedi says it's 84.37. Molemo says it's 84.22. Lindokuhle says it's 84.22. Mlamu says it's 84.22. Blessings 84. Danko says it's 84.37. Biketlo says 84.24. Who else? Gladness 84, Star 84.24. So I'm gonna go with 84.24 because I can see that most of you went for 8, but then I can confirm on my side just to make sure. So we're going to multiply this by 2, right? So it's 42. It's 84.24. 84.24. So remember, this is in degrees, guys. Don't forget to put a degree here or else it's 0. We are talking about angles, right? We are done with question 2. We need to go to someone says, why divide by 1? I don't understand. Amu, what do you mean? Why divide by 1? I don't understand. Remember that anything when you divide it by 1, it's that 42 divided by 1, 2 divided by 1 is 2, 1 divided by 1 is 1, 100 divided by 100, that's 1, except for 0, of course. So it's 42. Okay, so let's continue, guys. So we are going to question 3 right now. we are going to another question, which is question 3. So this is what we are given. They say determine the value of theta. If theta is an element of, see, you are given this is 0 degrees is to 90 degrees. Without the use of a calculator, you must always take note of this. Don't use a calculator. Okay, if you use a calculator here, you are going to lose marks. You are definitely going to lose marks, guys, if you use a calculator for this question. Okay, so this is what we are given. Remember that we need to determine the value of what? Of theta. We have tan. We have what? We have tan 30. We have cos sec 60. We have cos 45. We have sin 45. Okay. So guys, looking at this, can someone tell me how do we case Mulami already said what I was going to say. So you're going to use special angles for this one. There's no other way you're going to get this. So you're going to use special angles to solve this one, guys. Okay. So you have to know that on that table of special angles, you have to know that tan 30 is equals to what? You have to know that cosec 60 is equals to what? I mean, it's not there, but then we know that what cosec, we know that what cosec is. We have cos 45, we know that what is it on the special angles table. We have sin 45, you must know it this. So I'm gonna write it down for your sake, okay? I'm gonna write that table for you guys. So you have to know this table. If you don't know it, get to know it, because the June examinations are coming for you if you're not ready. But if you are ready, you are coming for them. Okay, so when I have a table like this, this is just a rough sketch. It's an angle. And then you are gonna have something like this. Like this. And then the first one, it's sine theta. And then we have cos theta. We have tan theta. Okay? And then this is angle 0, followed by angle 30 degrees. So you have to know this table by your heart, guys. Okay? 30, then we have 45 degrees here. And then we have 60 degrees here. And then the last one, it's 90 degrees. Okay, so you need to know this table by heart. Okay, so you have to know that for sine, remember that these are angles, right? It's theta here. Okay, my thetas are really horrible, but I hope you will adapt to them. So these are angles. So we want sine theta. So sine 0 here. Sine 0 is equals to what? You have to know that sine 0 is 0. You have to know this. You have to know that sine 30, it's 1 over 2. We have to know that sine 45, it's 1 over what? The square root of what? Of 2. You have to know that sine 60 is equals to the square root of 3 over 2. You have to know that sine 90, sine 90 is equals to what, guys? Junior Hennessy says, I haven't invented the easy table for my students. I wish I could share it. Yes, you should try to share it with them. Okay, so good, guys. So sine 90 is 1. Okay, so sine 90 is 1. And then we have cos 0, guys. Cos 0 is what? We know that it's 1, right? Cos 0 is 1. And then cos 30. What is cos 30 equals to? Cos 30, guys. Cos 30, we know that it's square root of 3. It's the same as sine 30 is the square root of 3 over 2. I'm just going to show you how to memorize this table after this, okay? Don't worry. And then cos 60 is what? Is half. I mean cos 45, sorry. Cos 45 first, we know that it's it will be 1 over, instead of half is the square root of 2. And then cos 60 is half. And then what is cos 90? These are the ones that you should know. This one are very easy. Sine 90 and cos 90. Even sine 45 and cos, you have to know them. Very easy. So it's 0. Good. It's 0. Cos 90 is 0, guys. You have to know this by your head. Okay. And then tan 0. How much is tan 0, guys? Tan 0. It's 0. Even if you punch this into the calculator, it will give you 0. And then tan 30. We know that is what? It's 1 over the square root of 3. That's tan 30. And then tan 45, we know that it's 1. And then tan 60 is the square root of 3. Can someone tell me what is tan 90 equals to? Yeah, it's undefined. This one is undefined, guys. You can type this. So guys, I'm gonna show you how to memorize this table easily, okay? So there are methods that you can use to memorize this table. You will have to know that whenever you have a table like this, for angle 0, sine, you'll have sine cos tan, right? Sine cos tan. You know that for 0, it's 0, 1, 0. You see, it's 0, 1, 0. Sine cos tan. For angle 0, it's 0, 1, 0. Okay? And then from there, for 90, remember you're from 0, you're going to jump to 90. From 0, you jump to 90. It changes now. Sine 90 is 1, cos is 0, and this is undefined. Remember, this is 0, 1, 0. This is 1, 0, undefined. 1, 0, undefined. Okay? So you are done with these ones. You are done with these ones, right? So we're going to focus on 30, 45, and 60. So for this one, I want you to start first with 45. For 45 degree angle, right? So for this one, you know that both of them, both sine and cos are equal in terms of angle 45. It will be 1 over the square root of 2, 1 over the square root of 2. This tan will be 1. Okay? This tan will be 1. Just know this. For angle 45 is 1 over the square root of 2, 1 over the square root of 2, this is 1. Alright? And then, this is how you're gonna cram for 30 and 60. 30 and 60, you're gonna look at them the same. Alright? So you know that for sine 30, it will give you half. But cos 60 will give you half. Sine 30 is half, cos 60 is half. Okay? You know that sine 30 is half, cos 60 is half. I hope I'm not going to confuse you guys. And then you can see that cos 30 is square root of 3 over 2, but sine 60 is square root of 2 over 3. Over 2. I think this is as far as I can teach you. Just go and cram this, guys. You can use highlighters, and then you'll be able to solve this. So let's go to our question. So this question requires you to know this table. Okay? Remember that they say without the use of a calculator, but then there's a way that you can cheat, but I won't teach you how to cheat. There's a way that you can cheat. You can still use a calculator to solve this in a way that they won't see, okay? But I won't teach you how to cheat. It's all, okay? So remember that we have tan 30. Let me write them here. We have tan 30. Tan 30 degrees. Multiply by cosec 60 degrees. Divided by cos 45 degrees. Multiply by sine 45 degrees. So to solve this question, remember tan 30, guys, is what? What is tan 30? Let's go. Tan 30, this is what we're going to write. In the place of tan 30, we write this, 1 over the square root of 3. So we're going to have 1 over the square root of 3 here in the place of tan 30. Okay? Someone says, I know how to cheat. So you have tan 30, it will give you 1 over the square root of 3. Okay? Multiply. Remember that what is cosec? Cosec, we need to, this is a reciprocal. Cosec. Remember that cosec, guys, it is the reciprocates with sine. Okay? So cosec, guys, is the same as what? 1 over sine theta. Okay? It's 1 over sine theta. Okay? So, sorry. So here, remember that cosec, guys. Cosec is the same as 1 over sine theta. Okay, meaning it will be 1 over sine 60 in this case, instead of theta. So we're going to have 1 over sine 60 there. Okay? And then, thank you for the gift, users 777. You divide. So we have cos 45. Let's go. We have cos 45. Let's look at cos 45. Cos 45, it's 1 over the square root of 2. So you're just going to put it here. It's going to be 1 over the square root of 2. Okay, multiply by sine 45. What is sine 45? Sine 45 is the same. 1 over the square root of 2. 1 over the square root of 2. Okay. We're getting there, guys. Then we can throw this away. No, I don't think we have to throw this away because we still have to input it here. So on our numerator, we have 1 over the square root of 3 multiplied by this. We're gonna have, can we solve it outside because I don't want to mess up with my steps here. So remember that we have 1 over sine 60, guys. So sine 60 is what? Let's look at sine 60. Sine 60, look at sine 60 here. It's the square root of 3 over 2. So we're going to have the square root of 3. No, man, this is a mess. It's 1 over the square root of 3 over 2. Okay? Remember that when we have something like this, guys, this 2 will go on top and this 3 on the bottom. So this is basically 2 over the square root of 3. Okay? So we're going to put this here. I hope I'm not losing anyone because I saw someone was a bit confused when I did this. Okay? So since we have 1 here, we're going to take this 2 on top and 3 at the bottom. Okay? So we're going to have 2 over the square root of 3. Okay, are you still with me, guys? And we divide this by, then we can multiply this 2. Can someone tell me what is 1 over the square root of 2 times 1 over the square root of 2 equals? Can someone tell me? S says it's 4. Someone says it's 2, 1. Yeah, just make sure, don't put everything there, okay? So we have to put 1 over sine 60 star. Make sure that you do that. Mapule says it's 1 over 2. Retumate says it's 1 over 2. Nati Patrick says it's 1 over 2. 3P. So I can see most of you guys are saying 1 over 2. Yeah, so this, I'm going to write it because this was unprepared. So you're going to have 1 over 2 at the bottom. Okay. And then this is it now. It's going to have 1 over the square root of 3 times 2 over the square root of 3. No, guys. Sorry. Let's not cheat. Let's not cheat. I forgot they said without the use of a calculator. I'm sorry for that. So since they're saying without the use of a calculator, guys, we have to be careful. We have to be careful. So remember that we had to multiply 1 over the square root of 2 times 1 over the square root of 2. So you're going to have 1 times 1 is 1. Divided by what? The square root of 2 times 2 is going to be the square root of what? Of 4, right? So since this 2 times 2 will multiply each other. So let's not break the rules, right? So you can assist there here and there with calculators is fine, but let's not break the rules, right? And then the next step, so we're going to have 1 over the square root of 3 times 2 over the square root of 3. So it will give us 1 times 2 is what? It's 2 over the square root of 3 times the square root of 3. It will give us the square root of what? Of 3 times 3 is what, guys? It's 9, right? I hope you're still following me, guys. I hope I'm not losing anyone. Divided by what? 1 over the square root of 4. Am I losing you, guys? Am I losing you? Are you still following? Or am I making this difficult? Yeah, I knew that I'm gonna lose some of you around here. Someone say I was lost on the 3rd step. So where should I start? Remember this was the first step, the 2nd step, the 3rd step, and the 4th step. Which step should I start with? Because I see that most of you are lost. Should I start from here, the 3rd step, or the 4th step? I can see step 2, step 3, step 3, step 3, step 3. 3rd step. Okay, step 3. Okay, you want me to start from here. So I'm going to scratch this out. I'm going to continue from this side. Guys, pay attention, right? Please pay attention. Remember that this is what we have. Let me just get this closer. This is what we had, guys. Remember, we have 1 over the square root of 3 multiplied by 1 over sine 60. We said 1 over sine 60. We're going to go here to look for sine 60. Sine 60, right? It's what? It's this, right? So I didn't want to write that 1 over the square root of 3 over 2 is going to mess up our thing. So I took this aside. So I took this, guys, 1 over sine 60. So I'm going to write it here so that we can just input the final answer here. So we have 1 over sine 60 degrees, okay? We know that this will be equals to what? 1 over what? So sine 60, we said is what? Is the square root of 3 over 2, okay? So this is the square root of 3 over 2, okay? Look at this, focus on this. So it's 1 over the square root of 3 over 2. I said that since we have 1 here on top, just going to take this 2 and take it here on top and remove the 1. Okay, so this will basically be 2 over the square root of 3. Okay, do you guys understand now? Okay, I can see Star is getting it. Do you guys understand? Yes, okay, I can see I have yeses. So that's why here we had this. So I'm going to put this, for this, I'm going to put this, right? When I take this, I put it here. So we're going to have 2 over the square root of 3. Okay, so remember we're still on the numerator. We still have the denominator at the bottom. Okay, so we're going to divide by this. Remember that we must not use a calculator for this. That's the rule. We are told to never use the calculator. So this is what we are going to have. So we have this 1 over the square root of 2 times 1 over the square root of 2, guys. Hey, sorry. I wasn't aware that you can see. We have 1 over the square root of 2 multiplied by 1 over the square root of 2. Okay, so we have to put it here because we are solving it now. You have to put it here. Okay, so 1 over the square root of 2 multiplied by 1 over the square root of 2 will give us what? 1 over what? Remember that okay, sorry guys, just give me a minute. I think TikTok is requiring some authentications here. Okay, yeah, I think I'm back. So remember that this. We're going to say 1 times 1 is 1 over the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 will give us the square root of what? Remember, the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is the same as the square root of 2 times 2, which is what? 4. It's 1 square root times 2 inside. This 2's inside the square root will multiply each other to give us 4. I think this is where you guys got confused. I don't know if you get it now. You get it, guys? You get it? Okay, I can see some of you don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand why, guys. So I'm gonna write it here, guys. When you have 1 over the square root of 2 multiplied by 1 over the square root of 2, this is the same as saying this 1 will multiply with this 1. It will give you 1. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. We divide. We are going to the numerator now. Square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is the same as saying the square root of 2 times 2. Okay? And then this will give us 1 over the square root of 2 times 2 is what? Is 4. Do you understand now, guys? Do you understand where I'm getting this? Okay, I can see most are saying, yeah, we get it now. I get it, yes. Those who said they were lost, please comment so that I can see that, okay, we get it. Okay, very simple, yes. Okay, good, guys. Let's proceed then. So we understand where I got this, right? And then, let's then continue. Let's continue. We are going to have this now. This is the same. Look at this, guys. You see, we have 1, 2. We have the square root of 3 and the square root of 3. So I'm going to apply the same thing that I applied here. I'm going to say 1 times 2 is what? It's 2. Divide by the square root of 3 times the square root of 3. It's the same. It's the square root of what? 3 times 3. We know that is how much? 3 times 3. It's 9, right? It's 9. So we're dealing with the numerator now. Remember, there's a division sign here. There's a division here. We're still dealing with the numerator. So this time is this is 2, and this time is that is the square root of 9. Okay? Okay? And then we divide. The reason I'm using the long step is because they said we must not use calculators. So if you dare put this into the calculator, you lose marks, I'm telling you. And then here, we are coming to the denominator now. Remember we had 1 over the square root of 4. So we know that the square root of 4 is what? It's 2. Okay? So we have 2 over the square root of 9 over 1 over 2. So let's continue. Still continue. We are focusing on the numerator. So we have 2 over the square root of 9. You know that the square root of 9 is 3. Okay? And then, you see that on the denominator. I'm not going to write divide here, right? So that we won't get more confusion. So I'm going to write divide here. Divide by what? By 1 over 2. Okay? So we have 2 over 3 divided by 1 over 2. It's the same as this. I didn't write it at the bottom. So we have just said 2 over 3 over 1 over 2. I hope I did not lose anyone again here. Are you still with me here, guys? Are we still together? Are we still together, guys? I hope I did not lose anyone here. The table says, I'm lost now. Okay, it's only Letabo who's a bit lost. And Stens is also lost. So look at Stens and Letabo. I want you to focus here, guys. Remember, this is what we had here. I'm going to put this into the square. this is what we had. We had 2 over the square root of 9 divided by 1 over 2. Okay, so what I merely did here is that I said we're gonna break this square root first. So we had, this is the numerator, the ones that are on top, it's 2 over the square root of 9 is 3. Okay, so this is the denominator here. I can write it here again. I can say divided by 1 over 2. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 over 3 divided by 1 over 2. It's a mess. Okay, so instead of writing it like this, I wrote it like this. I said 2 over 3 divided by 1 over 2. Thank you, LNS, for the rose. Appreciated. So those who are lost, Stans and Letabo, are you clear? Are you clear, guys? So this is why I wrote 2 over 3 divided by 1 over 2. Okay, so from here, what you will then do, you will say 2 over 3. You see, we have a division sign. We're going to change it to a multiplication sign. And when you change a division sign to multiplication sign, this 2 comes on top and this one goes to the bottom. Okay, so we're going to have 2 over 1. Okay, which is equals to 2 times 2, it's 4. 3 times 1 is 3. This is our final answer. Are you still with me, guys? So those who joined late, don't worry, I'm gonna post this video on our YouTube channel. It's just that I'm still struggling with Wi-Fi issues. I'm currently having Wi-Fi issues, but then I'll make sure that I upload this video on what's this, on our YouTube channel. So guys, I've ran out of papers. I'm gonna look for papers. Just give me maybe, let me check. I think I've run out of papers. So we're gonna do this question next, right? We're gonna do this one next. This one here. In the meantime, do you teach business statistics? No, I don't teach business stats. I don't teach that. So if you're looking for my YouTube, click on my TikTok profile, and then it will lead you to my you'll see a YouTube icon there. Click on the YouTube icon, it will lead you straight to my TikTok account. So this is the next question, guys. I'm just gonna look for more papers. So that's the question 4. We are given that okay. Question 4, they say that the diagram below represents graphs of f of x equals to a sine x and g of x equals to b cos x. For x is an element of, they give you that range which is 0 is to 360 degrees. Okay, this is what you are given. And then let's go. So we have this 2 graphs, f of x, right? So the one of sine is this one. Okay, so this is the one of sine. And then this one is the one of cos. Okay, so from this, guys, the first question says write down the values of a and b. Can someone tell me what are the values of a and b? So the values of a and b in these equations, right? So you need to write down the values of a and b. What are the values of a and b, guys? What are the values of A and B? It's not really cat says it's 180 and 90. MK says, can you please make videos of trigonometry? G10, I did make those videos. You can go on our YouTube channel, or maybe go to my TikTok videos, you'll find them. Someone says it is, Esona says it's 180 and 90. Values of A and B. Remember guys, we have a graph here which is f at x equals to a sine x, g of f is equals to b cos x. We are looking for the value of A here and value of B. User says it's 90 and 180, user 507. Is that true, guys? Is that true? So these are amplitudes, guys. This is an amplitude. So where the graph turns first. You see the graph for the graph of f, it turns first here, where on -2. So your value of A will be -2. So your A will be equals to -2. And then your B will be what? Since I've shown you an example, it's 1, right? It's 1. So looking at this graph, this is where it started to curve from here. Okay, you don't look at this from here, guys, because this is the graph of cos, not of sine. Okay, it's 1. And then 4.2, they say, for which values of x will g be a decreasing function? So this is not literally an amplitude, right? But to find this, you are going to look at where the graph starts to turn. Okay, you can see someone, why is amplitude negative? No, it's not literally an amplitude, but to find this, you are looking at where the graph starts to turn first. Okay, so I'm going to show you the real amplitude after this. So they say, for which values of x will g be a decreasing function? So guys, I'm going to show you how easy it is to solve such questions, because I know most of people are struggling to solve such questions. So listen to the question. It says, for which values of x, meaning we're looking for either 90, 180, 270 and s, because these are x-axis. Okay, for which values of what, of x, will g be a decreasing function? Meaning we're looking at the values of x whereby this graph is decreasing, guys. You have to analyze the question. Where this graph is decreasing, that's where you are gonna take the values of x. So let's write down those values. So look at this graph, guys. You see it started from here, right? So it's starting to decrease from where? From this 0 here. It's going down. Even here, it's going down. Up until here on 180, it's going down. That's why it's decreasing. So your answer from here, it must lie between 0 degrees, 90 degrees, and 180 degrees, because it's going down here, because I'm saying that for which values of x will g be a decreasing function. So it's decreasing from here up until here. Okay, so this is where it's decreasing, guys. So you're gonna say, to write it properly, right? You can write this, but I'm not sure if they'll give you marks. But you can write this. You can say this, but then the proper way to write this answer, you will say this is where x is greater than 0 here, greater or equals to 0. Okay, so look at this. Why I say where the value of x is greater or equals to 0. Where the value of x is greater, remember that when you say greater, it means the values from 0 to to infinity. So greater than 0, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see that for a value of x is up until 90, it's still decreasing. That's why I'm saying where x is greater or equals to 0. Okay, but you can see that from here, guys, look at this graph. From here and up, it's now increasing. So it means it will lie between this interval 180. So even the values that are lesser than 180, the graph is decreasing. So you're gonna say where x is also lesser or equals to 180 degrees. Okay, it lies between this interval here where the values of x are greater or equals to 0. So from here, you see where x is 0. Don't focus on this graph. We are focused on this one only. Okay, and then focus on this line x values, because we're looking for the x values. Where x is 0, the graph starts to decrease, right? Meaning for the values greater than 0, look at this, where x becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up until 90, it's decreasing. That's why I said where x is greater or equals to 0. Okay, and then it goes down up until here 180. So when it arrives at 180, it's now increasing. We are not looking at the values of x where it's increasing, but this is where it ends here. So that's why I said where x is equals to 180 or lesser than 180. Do you understand, guys? Do you understand? I hope you won't get this question wrong again, because this is the most easiest question that most of you, I know most of students are failing such questions because they don't understand. Okay, I can see most of you are understanding. You can see that most of you are getting it. Okay, guys, that's good. You can see that most of you are getting it. Siabonga says next question. So let's move. Let's move, because some people want us to finish. Okay. So we have 4.3. What is the amplitude of f? 4.3, the amplitude of f, guys. What is going to be in paper 2 June exam? I don't know, honestly, guys. To be guys, I'm not a teacher, okay, by profession. No, I'm just doing this because I love mathematics. Okay, so I don't know what questions will be asked, but what I know is that they like to repeat question papers. That's why I'm giving you guys revision. Okay, there's a possibility that you might face this question, the same question. There's a possibility. Okay, or maybe similar questions with different drawing. Just have to understand. Okay, so what is the amplitude of f? It's 2, right? Yes, the amplitude is 2, guys. Someone say 270 or 2. If only they asked you for which values of x is the thing, is the graph and amplitude. Okay, so for f, we know that it's 2. You get it? This is the amplitude here. The amplitude, it's 2. So, and then they say that what is the range of G? Can someone tell me what is the range of G? You must know how to find the range now, because this one, it's, yeah, what is the range, guys? The range of G. Look at this. The range of this. So I know that this one it kills many of students. Cleo sorry, it's 1 and -1. Good. 360, no. Between -1 and 1. Good. 360, no. So guys, this is how you determine the range. The range, you find it by looking at your y axis. Okay, this vertical y axis. So look at the range of this graph. This graph does not skip this line where there's 1 and where there's -1. So if you could draw, I don't know, it's just that I don't have a ruler, but if you could draw like this, I'm gonna show you. If you draw something like, see, this is 1. You see that this graph does not skip 1, right? And even if here on -1, it does not skip -1. So it falls between 1 and -1. Okay? So there are two ways of writing it. You can say your range, right? It's where the value of y here, it's greater or equals to 1. So where your y is greater or equals to 1, your graph falls there up until it touches here on -1. So you will then have, it's -1 here, greater or equals to -1. I'm going to start from this side, guys. Where the value of y, it's greater or equals to -1. So look at -1. Okay, this graph here, it does not surpass, meaning it does not go over -1. So the values that are greater or equals to -1 is from here up until here. So that's why I'm saying greater or equals to -1. Okay, and then this is also where your value of y, it's less or equals to 1. So you can see that this is 1, and then the values that are lesser than 1 are this one. So it falls under this interval. And also another way of writing it, you can say -1 is to 1. Okay, -1 is to 1. Are you clear? Are you clear? Are you clear? Are you clear, guys? Are you still clear, guys, before you can move to the next question? So we have 4.5. My battery, let me, we have to be fast now because my battery is dying. I'm sorry, my battery is not dying. Sorry. So this is the 4.5 now. Question 4.5. This is what we have. This is what we have. They say, for which values of x is f of x minus g of x equals to 20? This question, I know it challenges most students, but I will look if you guys you get this. Just want to see if one of you will get this correct. So they say, for which values of x is f of x minus g of x equals to 2? So what are those values of x? It's a value of values. 2, not 20, sir. No, it's 2, guys. This is 2. Okay, this is just it's a question mark here. Paul King says 270. Esona says 2. Terry says it can be 90 and 18. I don't know. You said 20. Sorry, guys, this is 2. It's 2. Sorry. Someone says you said 20. It's 2. Sorry. Just back say 90 and 0. Okay, guys, let me just, because of time, to solve this question, it's easy. Remember that our equation for f of x, we have a sine x, right? And then for g of x, we have b cos x. Okay, so our f of x, we know, guys, it's a, we said is what is -2, so we're gonna have -2 sine x. And then g of x, we know that is equals to b. You say b is 1, right? So this will be cos x. Okay, so to solve this question, guys, since this is 1 mark, it's easy. So you can just say, gonna replace this for f of x, you're gonna replace this for g of x, right? Here, instead of f of x, you're gonna write negative 2 sine x minus, we have g of x here, right? So instead of writing g of x, we put cos x. Cos x equals to 2. Okay, so since this is only 1 mark, guys, remember that we are looking for the value of x, whereby this 2, this minus this will be equals to 2, right? So the shortest way is that you can just punch this into the calculator, and then here at the values of x, you can start first by putting 0. Let's say you'll say negative 2 sine 0 minus cos 0, and then if it does not give you 2, it means it's wrong. You skip it, and then you go to 90. You put 90. If it does not give you 2, it's wrong. You go to 180, the same. If it does not give you 2, it's wrong. You go to 270. If it does not give you 270, it's wrong. Up until 360. Okay, that's the shortest way of doing it. You understand, guys? So what you can do, let's test this one, because I know the correct answer is 270. You can say negative 2 on your calculator, negative 2 sine bracket here, let's put 270 minus cos 270. Tell me, what does this give you, guys? What does it give you? This, does it give you 2? Kimura says 2. Can someone test it? Kimura says it gives me 2. Good. Lady McGate says 2. Good. Esona Ludidi 2. Cleo 2. Homoto, it's 2. So yeah, it's 2, guys. You see? So remember, always remember, guys, whenever we are faced with such a question, don't do any crazy stuff, okay? Just write what you are given and substitute each of this up until it gives you this, okay? Yeah, you can still use the diagram if you want. Paul Kings, yeah, you can still use the diagram. Are we clear, guys? Can we move on to the next question? Can we move on to the next question? So we have question 5 because of time. Question 5 because of time. So question 5. This one, guys, I don't think I have to do it, because I think this is easy to identify. So they are saying that question 5, they are saying that use the list of quadrilaterals given below to answer the questions that follow. So we are given a parallelogram, a rectangle, a rhombus, a square, a kite, and a trapezium. So they're saying that write down the name of the quadrilaterals that have the following properties. This is basically grade 7 work. So thank you for the, what's that, friendship something. Thank you for the gift. I mean, so can someone tell me 5.1.1, what's this? Diagonals bisect the interior angles. Which quadrilateral is this? Innocent says parallel. Square, rectangle. What's that? (5.1), guys, what's that? Is it a parallelogram, a rectangle, a rhombus, a square, a kite, or a... Remember, diagonals bisect the interior angles. I just need one. Andile says it's rectangle. Master of Mercedes, parallelogram, Zinc says rhombus. Younger says kite. User 433 says it's a palm. Zingy. Who's this? Kite, trapezium, palm. So guys, diagonals bisect interior angles. Diagonals bisect interior angles. Bisect interior angles. Parallelogram. Someone says it's a rectangle. Guys, this is a rhombus. It's a rhombus. Diagonals bisect the interior angles. Okay, it's a rhombus. So 5.2, diagonals have the same length. Andile says it's a rectangle. Is it a rectangle? Do you agree with Andile? So guys, even here, it's also a square, okay? So if you hold a square here, it's also correct. So you are saying this one, it's a rectangle. So those who are saying a rectangle, they are correct. It's a rectangle. And also what? A square. And then we have 5.3, diagonals bisect the area of the quadrilateral. Diagonals bisect the area of the quadrilateral. It's a parallelogram. It's a parallelogram. It's also a square. It's also a rectangle. It's also a rhombus. So those who wrote this got it correct. So enough with this one. So let's go to question 6. Question 6, guys. I'm gonna read it for you, and then I'm gonna I need you guys to give me the answers. Question 6. Forget about this question for now, okay? Let's go to question 6. Question 6, PQRS. So PQRS, it's a parallelogram with M on PS. So M, it's on PS. So it's on this line. Such that PM, so they're saying that PM is equals to PQ. And then we know that if PM equals to PQ, those who know, you know. Okay? And then they're saying that SM is equals to SR. Is equals to SR. Hey, I don't know if they made mistake. I don't know whether they wanted to say MR equals to SR. I don't know. Because they indicated here. Now they're saying that SM is equals to SR. So in other words, they're saying this side here, let's do this like this, is equals to this side here. Okay? So sometimes these people make mistakes, but then let's focus, guys. The first question, okay, they're saying that QMR equals to 90. So they're saying that QMR, this angle here, equals to 90. Thanks for those who are sending gifts, guys. And then they're saying angle Q2 equals to X. Okay? So the first question is that 6.1, determine with reasons 2 other angles which are equals to X. So you need to tell me which other angles are equals to this one here. I'm coming. Six point one. So P child says that Guys, remember that I told you that when you are giving me something, you must also provide for me a reason. Okay, so if you are saying M1, why are you saying M1 equals to X? I need you to give me a reason. M1 Mulemo says M1 makes Z. What's that? Innocent Muma says M1 alternate angles. That's good. That's what I wanted. So M1, guys, look at this angle M1 here. It alternates with this X here. So angle M1 equals to X. And then, thank you, Kia. Let's go. Which other angle? Andile. K says, I will say P. Tancot theorem. No. There's no circle here. You can't say Tancot theorem. There's no circle here. Cleo. So tell me another one. So user 433 says M2. M2 equals to X. Why? Which other angles, guys? Mel B says 6.1. It's Q1. Why are you saying Q1 equals to X? I want a reason. Master of Science. What's that? Master of Science. What's that? Guys, I want you to give me more answers. Guys. Come on. Okay. Andile Mapoloba says M3 vertically opposite. M3. No, you can't say that. M3 is not vertically opposite to M1. No. You can't say that. M3. So if you are saying M3, why? Give me a reason. Ali just also say angle M3 vertically. No, guys. No. M3 also. Someone is asking me, do we have parallel lines? Of course, we do have parallel lines. These lines are parallel, since this is a parallelogram. Let's see. I'm looking at the comments, guys. I'm looking at the comments. Master of Mercedes says PQM. PQM. Why? If you don't know the reason, it's correct, but why? Q1 base angles. Good. Yeah. Innocent Muma. Q1. You got it. So Q1 vertical opposite. You can't say vertical opposite. Can't say vertical opposite. You can't really say vertically opposite. So guys, the answer is given. The answer is given, guys. The answer is given. We are going to say, look at this, guys. Remember that we are told that PQ is equals to PM. Right? So this is basically an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle has two opposite sides equal, meaning it will have two base angles equal. This one will be equal to this one, since this is an isosceles triangle. Don't forget that. Remember that we got that M1 equals to X, so Q1 will also equals to X, because these are bases of what? Of an isosceles triangle. You can just say that. So you can say Q1 is equals to X. Okay, you can just say base angles of a isosceles triangle. You got it. Or you can just say isosceles triangle. They'll give you marks, these people, because they understand what is an isosceles triangle. Because I saw someone saying, you can just say isosceles. No, you know isosceles triangle. If you know the properties, then you know. You get it right, guys. You're fine with this one. 6.1, we're done with it. We're moving to another one. 6.2, determine the size of M3. So we need the size of M3 in terms of X. In terms of X. Okay? In terms of X. Determine the size of M3. So we're looking for this angle here. In terms of X. How are you going to find it, guys? I'm gonna look at the comments. So this time I'm only giving you guys 3 minutes. If you don't give me, I'm doing it. Ashwalo Demos says 180 minus 2x. I don't understand. What's that? Suri says M3, 90 degrees. We are looking for M3. You are saying it's 90. Why are you saying it's 90? Andile says 90 minus x. Give me a reason. Mainly Lona says, won't you use the straight line? Of course, I want to use a straight line. Innocent Muma says 90 minus x. Why are you saying 90 minus x? Mopa says angles on a straight line. That's good, but show me. That's good though. That's good. That's good. That's good. Angles on a straight line, guys. That's the solution. I can see people are saying 90 minus x. Okay. So, guys, this is how you do it. Remember that we are looking for M3 in terms of x. If you can look at this angle here, this entire angle here, just this one here. We have M3, we have M2, we have M1. M2, it's 90. M1 is X. And then M3, we don't know. So these are angles on a straight line. So you're just going to say angle M3. This one, angle, and plus angle M2. M2, you know that is 90 degrees. We are told. You can see that QMR is 90. Plus angle M1. We got angle M1 is what? As X here. Remember that. So we're going to put X here. They all add up to what? 180 degrees. Why? These are angles on a straight line. Okay? These are angles on a straight line. So from here, you will then say angle M3. We're going to take all this on the right hand side, right? Is equals to 180 degrees, and then we take this 90 on the right hand side. It is positive, it's going to be negative 90 degrees, right? And then you take this x on the right hand side, it's positive, it's going to be negative x. So your angle M3 equals to 180 minus 90, it's 90 degrees minus x. So that's how you find your value of M3 in terms of x. Okay, I hope you guys got it. I hope you guys got it now. Why my comment is not showing? Okay, it's now showing. Someone says 6.3. They're saying that calculate the numerical value of what's this? X. I can see someone said user 862 says hypothetically it's 30 degrees. Okay, good, but we need calculations. That's good. Esona, okay, yes. Norma Cho, hi, bye bye. What's user? Yes. I have an old assignment. Do you want to try it on live? I don't know. M3 and M1 are 45. M3 and M1 are 45. Someone says M3 and M1 are 45. You can't say M3 and M1 are 45. You can't say that. That's cheating. Because M3 and M1 you can't say they are 45 degrees. That's cheating, okay? In fact, it's wrong to say that. If you say M3 and M1 are 45, you are trying to say M3 is equals to M1. And then we found that M3 is 90 minus X, but M1 is X, you see? It can't be like that. So how do we go about it? This is easy, guys. This is really easy. It's really, really, really easy. Easy. It's really easy. You can just add all of this, guys. It's easy when you add all of this together. Right? Or else we can just substitute this where? Here. Because we are going to do the same thing. So let me just use a clear sheet. So I'm going to add M1, M2, and M3, right? So I'm going to say angle M1 plus angle M2 plus angle M3. They all add up to what? 180 degrees. That that's a straight, angles on a straight line, right? Angles on a straight line. We know that M1, we got it as what? As X. Plus M2, you know that it's 90. Plus M3, we know that we got it here. It's 90 minus X equals to 180 degrees, right? So do you think this is the way we should write it? Yeah, it's zero, guys. Because I saw someone saying that we can substitute. Is this how we do it? Yeah, it's wrong, guys. That's true, it's wrong. We can't do it like this. They are going to cancel each other. So how do we do it then? What does that one line on that side mean? I wanted to test if you guys are paying attention to what we did from here, here, and here. I want you guys to spot one mistake. Can someone spot it for us? There's one single mistake that we did here. Between here, here, and here. If you can spot that mistake, you will definitely know that there is a mistake here between here, here, and here. Can someone identify that mistake? There's a mistake here, guys. Here in 6.2. You need to find that mistake. Team Exit says side MR. Side MR is what? Where is the other equal side? Okay. So guys, you know why we made a mistake here? It's because of what these people said. Remember that they said that PM. They said that PM equals to PQ, which is correct. And then they messed up by saying that SM is equals to SR. It's incorrect. SM and SR are not correct, you see? So when you are writing a paper, guys, this is just an advice. When you are writing a paper, make sure that you ask questions. You saw that in the beginning, they said SM is equals to SR, right? It's incorrect. SM and SR can be equal. Even if you're looking at this, you can see that these two sides are not equal. So the sides that are equal basically are this one here, which is MR and SR. So this is equally, let's fix this. So this is not SM equals to SR, ne? This is basically MR equals to SR. Let's fix the mistake that they did on the question paper. Okay, so the question paper was the one that misled us. So this is not SM. This is MR. Okay. This is where the question paper is the one that led us to making mistakes. So we can maybe rectify our answer. So remember that we found our 6.1, right? This did not affect our 6.1. We found that our M1 is equals to X, which is good. And then also found that our Q1 is equals to X, which is good, right? And then for 6.2, this is where the mistake happened. Because, what's this? This is because of, what's this? They told us that these two are equal, which is incorrect. Whereas these two are equal. So this angle here and this angle here. So this angle and this one will be equal. Okay? So to find M3, we can use opposite angles of a palm, because this is a parallelogram. Let's first do this. Let's find M3 in another way. So to find M3, guys, remember we are looking for M3. We can find S. So S is equals to this angle here. So this angle is equals to this angle here. These are opposite angles of a palm. Okay? Because of these lines are parallel. So we can say angle S, this angle here, is equals to what? This angle, this entire Q1 plus Q2. So it's equals to Q1 plus Q2. And then angle S1 will be equals to, we know that Q1, we found it as what? As X. Plus Q2, we know that Q2, we are told that it's X. Okay? So angle S1 will be equals to 2X. So M3, remember that angle M3, this angle here will be equals to angle S. This angle here. Why? Because of, we are told that MR is equals to SR. This is basically an isosceles triangle. This angle here and this one will be equal, okay? So you can just say, MR is equals to SR. This is what we are given. Basically, this is what? An isosceles triangle. So in other words, angle M3 will be equals to what? 2X also. Sorry. Someone say, why is Q1 equals to X? So we managed to find why Q1 is equals to X because, sorry. Because Q1 is equals to X, guys, because remember that we found that M1 and Q2 are what? Are alternating. Okay? And then we said Q1 and M1 are equal because this is an isosceles triangle. These two sides are equal, meaning these two angles, these angles are equal. Okay? Lee, I hope you understand now. So from here, guys, remember that we managed to find our M3. So it will be easier then for us to calculate this. Calculate the numerical value of X. Okay? We need to calculate the numerical value of X now. So we can use that now. Remember that we can use this straight line. We can use a straight line now. So we can say, to calculate this 6.3, the numerical value of X, we can say angle M1 plus angle M2 plus angle M3 equals to 180 degrees. We know that the reason, I'm not going to write it down. This angle's on a straight line. M1, we said it's X, plus M2, it's 90 degrees, right? Plus M3, we got it. M3, we got it, that's 2X. We're going to write 2X here equals to 180 degrees, okay? And then from here, we're going to group the like terms. So X and 2X, we know that they'll give us 3X. And then this 90, we're taking it on the right-hand side. We're transposing it, so it's positive. So it's going to be negative 90 degrees. So 3X will be equals to 180 minus 90. It's 90 degrees, okay? So we divide both sides by 3. So the value of X is 30 degrees. Yeah. So sometimes these people make mistakes, okay? These people sometimes, they make mistakes, okay? So someone is saying why M3 equals to S, not R. Guys, remember that we said they made a mistake here. MR equals to SR, making this and this, making this an isosceles triangle. Okay, so S and M3 are equal because this is an isosceles triangle. These two are equal. I think this is the last question. Guys, I'm tired also. I think we will continue this tomorrow. I'm tired. It's 8. So Tim says if they make mistakes like this in an exam, it's shy. Yeah, they do make mistakes like this, these people. So you have to be vigilant, okay? So most of the time, analyze the drawing and look at what they give. Because they will give you something wrong, and then after giving you something wrong, they will make you lose marks, okay? So guys, I'm tired, guys. I don't want to lie. I am tired. Okay, Mlamu says they will give us free marks. No, they won't give you free marks. You know why? It's because of if you guys don't identify if there's a mistake, and then you write the entire question paper, you submit, and then they mark, they don't give you free marks. Unless you guys identify it during an exam and say this was wrong, or maybe you tell the your teacher to say, teach, the statement was wrong. So, but if one of you don't identify this, you get 0. Ritu says, I wrote this last year and they didn't correct their mistake. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that, Kitu. So guys, I'm tired. Let's meet again tomorrow. I think around 7 or 6. Yeah, let's make it 6. But then I'll post this on YouTube, okay? I'll post this on YouTube. I'm tired, guys. I'm really tired. I don't want to lie. Although these questions are easy, but I'm fed up. Because you just have to prove the theorem and also prove here. So guys, tomorrow 6 or 7, between 6 and 7, I'll try to do that. So guys, the previous video I didn't post it because of issues with my Wi-Fi, but I will try to post it, and then I will post this one on YouTube also. So guys, bye. See you next time.